Well, if you think you know God, think again. The Heavenly Father is bringing his hilarious show, An Act of God, back to Broadway.
Yeah, and he's taken on the form of Emmy winner Sean Hayes to deliver his message from pop culture, I can't read today, to politics. Nothing is off limits. Take a look.
I can say with no ambivalence, leave me out of sports. I can say with some ambivalence, leave me out of showbiz. Kanye, okay? The next time you win a Grammy and you want to thank me for your God-given talents, they're gonna get God taken, understand? Matthew McConaughey, you won an Oscar, you talked me up big time. I know you think you're tight with me because of all the times you thought you saw me when you were high, but we're not.
And Sean Joyce is live. Welcome.
Thank you. Well, it's so nice to be here. You know, of all the choices you have on Broadway, that looks like a pretty fantastic show.
That looks like the best show.
Yeah.
And the perfect person to star in that? Yeah. That role was made for you.
Well, yeah, I read the script and right away it was bizarre. It was really written kind of in my voice. And David Javerbaum, who wrote it, was the head writer of The Daily Show.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's a genius writer, and the writing is brilliantly sharp, funny, witty, clever, and it's also thought-provoking. It asks a lot of questions you had when you were a kid and asks a few more.
Yeah. Does it, I mean, when it's that fun, I mean, and dialogue that you love, you know, a script that you love, are you having a lot of fun or is it work?
Oh, no, I mean, it's a job. You know, it's basically a 90-minute monologue.
Right.
So and you're not talking like I'm talking now. You're talking like this. Right. So you do end up sweating every night through your costume. And it is a lot of work, but when you enjoy the message and the words you're saying, it does make it a little more easier and fun.
Yeah. And this is loosely based on a book that was based on a Twitter account.
That's right. Yeah, David Javerbaum created the Twitter account, the God Twitter, or God Tweets, or something like that, which is no longer active, sadly. But then he created the book, An Act of God, and then here we are. It's now a play, and it's really funny. I love it. The conceit is that God inhabits the body of actor Sean Hayes to deliver his message that he's grown weary of the 10 commandments, and here are 10 new commandments.
Right. And he could have chosen a better person. And I love, you know, we saw in the clip off the top, you know, you go there with like Kanye West and some other folks, and you answer a lot of interesting questions that people may have. But I wonder, you know, does the script or dialogue change as things happen in the news, or is it always the same?
I mean, if something is easily worked in that's kind of blown up in the news,
like
then
Trump,
we can just kind of add a one line in there. But it's, you know, it's the thrust of the whole play is this journey that God takes you on to better understand his message in the Bible.
Yeah. Well, we have to talk about Will and Grace for just a second. I mean, everyone loves it.
We don't have to.
Well,
No,
okay,
I'd love to.
I love this show. Everyone loved this show. I can't believe it's been 10 years since the finale.
Yeah.
And this affected a lot of people in different ways. Adam Lambert recently said that it lightened him coming out.
Yeah, well, and thank you for saying I haven't aged since. But,
you know,
oh, that's so nice. That's so nice of you.
Isn't that nice?
No. No, Adam Lambert, I saw that tweet. It was incredible, and it's so nice to know and be part of a show that was so important with such, while still being entertaining.
Didn't Joe Biden allude to that, too?
Yes, and Joe Biden said a few years ago that, you know, we probably did the most to move the gay movement forward in America. And,
in such an entertaining way.
Yeah, I mean, I was just happy to have a job.
Yeah.
So I didn't really think of an agenda of any kind.
Well, you're not bringing about social change. You're also in acting.
No, that's why I'm here today.
Yes.
Which camera am I? Here? So I'd like to talk to you about
I'm going to be Hillary Clinton's vice presidential
I'm
candidate.
talking about my tax plan.
Let's talk about you producing. Hello, Grimm, great show. Hot in Cleveland, amazing show.
Thank you.
Hollywood Game Night, great. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Hit after hit.
Yeah, we're not saying the ones that didn't work. But yeah, no, I started a company about 13 years ago with my buddy Todd Milliner, who I went to college with.
Yeah.
Smartest guy in the business.
Hazy Mills?
Yeah, Hazy Mills Productions. And we, you know, we love what we do, and we love the business, and we love telling stories, and we're just going to keep doing it as long as people allow us to. And we have a new show coming up in January of next year called The History of Comedy, which is
CNN.
For CNN, which is a docu-series about the history of comedy. And we have some great, amazing, huge people lined up to do it.
I love
can't
that.
wait for
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Well, we love all that you're doing. We're so happy to have you here in our presence.
I'm happy to be here, and I'm going to, for Christmas this year, I'm going to hope you get a bigger studio.
Thank you. Can you
Did you hear
talk
that?
to your character God and
yes.
bless us with that?
I'll see what
It's
God
happening.
says.
Well, you can see Sean in An Act of God for a limited time only from May 28th to September the 4th. So hurry and get your tickets at the Booth Theater. For more information, visit anactofgod.com. Sean, it's a pleasure.
It's always a
Thank
pleasure
you
to see
so
you
much.
Thank
guys.
you.
Oh, we're going to
Lovely to
shake.
meet
We're
you.
shaking live.
Shaking.